Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. It is time. I'm in here. I'm in here. I'm in here. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Holding Your Own Sports Podcast. It's your host, E. Hope everyone is doing good tonight. There's only one real thing to talk about. I cover sports locally and nationally, but there's only really one thing to talk about. Y'all know what went down last night. The greatest rivalry in probably sports, at least in college sports. Yeah, I know people gonna come in and say Alabama, Auburn, and whoever else. Nah, one of the greatest rivalries on the grand stage, the Final Four in the Bayou, New Orleans, North Carolina versus Duke. Man, I'm gonna say as fans, as spectators, I don't think people realize how lucky we were last night to watch. Basically, I've said it was a prize fight. Like, and it was one of those situations where you hate somebody had to lose. Somebody had to take the L last night. And fortunately for Carolina fans, it was Duke fans having to deal with all that smoke after the game. How many of y'all got trolled, Duke fans trolled by co-workers, family members, friends, long time? I know that was a hard thing to do. It was a hard thing to do. I didn't troll nobody though. I didn't troll nobody personally. Yes, I'm a UNC fan, but I didn't troll nobody. I didn't troll. I didn't troll. I mean, I could have. I like when it comes to trolling for me, when it comes to sports, I don't troll nobody unless you troll me. If you want to talk, and I could do the friendly banter, but unless you troll me, that's when I'm gonna troll you. And my troll game is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. But enough about that. UNC wins last night. But before, because I'm gonna talk about more about than just the game. I need to talk about intangibles. I may look at Kansas ahead, may save that tomorrow for sure. I don't know. But, you know, before I go any further, got to give Coach K his due. You got to give Coach K his due. This man, I don't know about NBA, but at least in college, he's got to go down as one of the best to ever do it. And just to think a couple of years in his tenure, they wanted to fire that guy. They stayed the course. All those titles later, all those regular season champs, all those ACC champs, multiple wins, making Duke one of the premier national basketball brands in college. That's just shout out Coach K. It's not going to look the same without him over there on that sideline. It's going to look vastly different without Coach K there. You know, it's almost surreal. It's for the Coach K is Duke basketball. You understand? Coach K is Duke basketball. Duke is entering an era that they haven't had the experience really for ever. Honestly, they have to replace a legendary coach. Will it be successful? I don't know. I don't know. That program is entering a territory that they've never been before, replacing a legendary coach. But big ups to Coach K. Enjoy your retirement, man. It's well earned it, well deserved it. All the back and forth banner, I love it between UNC and Duke. But if you're a real one, you have to give that man his props. USA basketball, that helped him out personally on the recruiting trail. It actually means something when you got LeBron James on the hip and you can call multiple NBA players that didn't even play at Duke. Love that man. So, Coach K, enjoy retirement. Now, on to the winning coach that's in his first year, Mr. Hubert Davis. All the props to Hubert Davis. All the props to that man. This, and here's where I start to get a little bothered, because a lot of Tar Heel fans didn't want him even getting a job. Somewhat through the season, they wanted Hubert Davis fired. Was he the right guy? This is year 0 with Hubert Davis. People already wanted that man gone. Some of you didn't give Hubert Davis a chance. These weren't even his recruits. Jon Scheyer had a whole year to prepare. It was told, if I remember right, Hubert Davis didn't know a month until Roy was retiring that he wants him to take the job. Okay, I'm out. See ya. I want Hubert to run it. And everybody, I said, and it's all right to have questions, but to not give the man a chance, don't give him a chance at all. I criticize the team throughout. I criticized Carolina throughout. Yes, I did. I criticized them. I criticized the team because of their play. But not once, one time, did I criticize Hubert or say he wasn't a guy. One of his players. Weren't his players. And I said this was year 0 for him. I will be more scathing in year 3. He's had a couple of more recruiting classes. You know, that's the right time. Give a man a chance. And that's what really bothers me about a lot of y'all. Let's be honest. Time for me to smack some folks up. Nobody thought Carolina was going to be in this position. Nobody. Not even the most, unless you're a super diehard, you think they're going to win every game in every year. I guess if you are that person, congrats to you. If you shoot enough half-court shots, that one eventually go in. So congratulations to that person. I'm right. I thought they were going to be in the national championship. You did. Oh, you picked North Carolina to go to the national championship every year. You're going to be right eventually. So I don't really count that person. But none of you, no Tar Heel fan, thought they were going to be in the position they are now, playing for the whole thing Monday night. I'm pretty sure some of the players didn't think. But the Duke gang gave them belief. Hey, we can play pretty good. If we put it together and we play together, which is one of the biggest problems with North Carolina this year, not playing together. They said if we could play together, we can accomplish some stuff. And it took a rough players only meeting to do that. I heard there was furniture moved. There was a couple of bad words said to each other, but here they are. You got to air some stuff out sometime and hurt some feelings to get things done. Even if you're wrong in what you're saying, you need to get it off the chest. And some point this season, some things got off the chest and nice words won't say it, but here's the end result. And a lot of y'all did not expect them to be there. Let's be for real. What up? What's up, Joseph? Haspel, I still can't believe what he did before the season. Put a picture of the Superdome. You know, I just found out about that today. That was crazy that he done that. And it got them, they were kind of confused. Some were about it and some won't. It was crazy how that happened. Yes, Hubert put a picture of the Superdome and told their parents to book flights, book them early. Talk about calling your shot. Oh my God. But yeah, big kudos to Hubert, man. Big kudos to Hubert. Like he first year. How many times? I think the last coach was Steve Fisher from Michigan, who won in his first year. Was it Steve Fisher, Hubert, the chance to win a national title in his first year? And I'm not gonna let none of y'all off the hook about that. You're not gonna be off the hook, get off the hook for validation seeking. I told you this won't gonna be that type of podcast. And Hubert deflects onto the kids more. It's about those kids. It ain't about me. It's about those kids. And I'm giving the praises to him because I seen the stuff Tar Heel fans were saying about the man. And he's an all business type of coach too. Greatest coaching job. Monday night, he gets to do something else that the person who put him in the position couldn't do. Beat Kansas in the NCAA tournament. How do you top that, man? How do you top that? But I'm putting belt to behinds to some Tar Heel fans. We can have fun, we can be banner, but you're going to be honest over here when you're talking to me. Then none of y'all think they were going to be here. I seen what was being said on Inside Carolina. I seen what was being said on Twitter. I seen what was being said on Instagram. Fold up the program. Is Hubert the right coach? Caleb Love is trash. I said that point guard play was erratic, but I never called them boys names. Oh, Duke's Joseph Duke, John Shire is replacing Coach K. You know what? I don't think it's no pressure on him. I don't think it's no pressure on him. I don't think it's no pressure on John. I mean, well, there is pressure because it's always going to be pressure when in any sport when you're following a legend. The person who has to replace Belichick with New England is gonna have pressure. So whoever you following, that it's gonna be immediate pressure. But following Coach K and picking up the Duke brand, yeah, that's just part of the territory. That's part of the territory. So there's gonna be pressure. Can he stand up to it? Can he stand up to it? Like that game last night, let's just say, for instance, if Duke had a won and they won Monday night, I said that's the only thing, and I made a short about it. I said that's the only thing that was going to atone for them losing in Cameron, because if they won the whole thing Monday night, that win in Cameron is just nothing but a blip. That there it is. That's all it is. When they tell the actual story, that's all it is. That's all it is about Coach K's final run. They would have told it on the ESPN 30 for 30. They lost their last game in Cameron, but they won the national title. Duke fans and would have took that all day. Okay, yeah, you beat us at home, but we beat you on the Final Four and won the whole thing. So nobody's really gonna talk about that except you guys. Except you guys. But if ands and buts were nuts, we would have a whole wooden salad to eat from. But they not. If, but you didn't. And UNC is there right now. And as far as UNC fans go, to me, I'm reading a vibe. Winning a championship would be the cherry on top for them for this Sunday. That's just the cherry on top. The mission was accomplished last night to a certain degree for fans, not for the team. Well, yeah, I believe you. I mean, if Duke fans are reasonable, it can't be in the first year, because what Hubert is doing is don't happen a lot. It don't happen a lot. It don't happen a lot. But the standard at Duke is going to be high. Trust me, it's going to be high. And from my recollection, they already got a number one recruiting class coming in next year. I don't think Jeremy Roach is going to leave. I don't think Wendell Moore is going to leave. So Roach, two of your starters, Roach and Wendell Moore, are coming back. I know. I don't think AJ Griffin should leave. I don't know what his draft status is. I don't know if Trevor Keels could leave. So they're going to add a number one. Now think about it. Now I don't mean to veer off too much. I'm talking about Duke. Think about it. They're bringing a lot of those guys back. I believe Keels is going to be back. I don't know what status is on Theo John. I don't know what year he is. Is he a sophomore, junior? Is he a grad transfer, senior, playing at Duke at 1 year? But they Wendell Moore will be a senior. Jeremy Roach will be a junior. Trevor Keels may get moved into the starting lineup. Then they got the number one recruiting class coming in on top of that. Those Duke guys will remember, like, can they bounce back? Jeremy Roach is going to have to hold that. Wendell Moore has to hold that. I believe Keels is coming back. I think he at least tests the NBA water. They got to hold that, We already know Banchero's gone, and I believe Mark Williams is gone. But they have to hold that. With a number one recruiting class, Duke could be just fine. They'll be just fine. Yes, they will. But back to Carolina fans. Fans personally believe that the mission accomplished is not accomplished with the team. They want to win this whole thing. And for Carolina fans, that'd be the cherry on top. They could not see Duke win that thing. No. Because that night in Cameron, it would have just been just a feather mark in the story of the magical run of Coach K. That's all it would have been. But I'm still here to get you, Tar Heel fan. Theo John is a junior. Well, he'll probably be back next year then. Yeah, Theo John is a junior. Well, he'll be back. And he gave them good minutes last night. He gave them good strong minutes, man. He gave them good strong minutes, man. Like it was such a back and forth damn game, man. And for Duke fans, hit your free throws. Mark Williams killed you. I think there was one instance where Banchero went 1 or 2. Like, come on. You got to hit those foul shots, man. You got to hit those foul shots. It all came down. That game came down to the little stuff. The little stuff. Foul shooting. Defense. It was crazy. And a one player personally I'm happy for on North Carolina is Caleb Love. And I criticize Caleb Love. I say he plays out of control. He plays out of control. It's like somebody that's driving a fast car, don't know how to shift, don't know how to turn. They just know how to hit the gas, and that's it. I know how to go fast. I'm fast. I got no control, but I'm fast. And 1 point, I think Caleb Love's mind has caught up with his body. And that's a dangerous combo. Yes, in the past and last year, Caleb Love will shoot you out of games. The difference is this year, when his shot is not on, he tries to get inside. Let me draw some contact. Let me find another teammate. A year or so ago, I'm going to just keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting, keep shooting. No, I'm not going to pass. I'm going to keep shooting. He plays with his mind. And how much stones, how much of a grown man shot was that? Depending on what happens Monday night, he's going to get tournament MVP. Yes, Caleb Love is going to get tournament MVP. That come Monday night. Yeah, Caleb Love. Caleb Love. What about Leaky shots? Leaky opens up, hitting a 3. Hits another 3, open up, and his defense. That some of that has to do with Jack Emanuel too. Who you put on your coaching staff matters too. And I guess they came to Leaky in the summer. They said, look, you're long, you're athletic, you're quick. We got enough people that can score on the offensive end. Let's focus on the defensive end. One of the best defensive stoppers in the country. He erases people. That's one thing. Leaky Black made AJ Griffin feel uncomfortable all night long. Every shot from the outside AJ Griffin took was rushed and forced. And that has something to do with Leaky. One of the best defenders in the country, focused on what I can do well and let me turn it up. And it's rose every single time. Big shout out, Leaky Black. North Carolina kid. Just erases people. He erases people. Makes them uncomfortable. The entire game. Do you know how much luxury that is to have a man on a team that can guard anybody on the perimeter? Like anybody on the perimeter. He has ability to guard anybody. That's a luxury to have on a basketball team, and it doesn't get said enough. And he did it most of the season and most of the tournament. The two people that got talked about the most was Leaky and Caleb Love. And they one on the defensive end is carrying his team, and another guy on the offensive end. Oh, oh man. Oh, thought I got a damn sneeze. Pollen get back. Whew, shit. Excuse me. Almost gonna come. It's gonna come in a minute. But shout out Caleb Love and Leaky Black, man. Like I said, Tar Heel fans, I seen what you were saying about these players and about this team. Coming back to my videos after they lost to Duke and me telling the truth about what was going on with this team at the time. And I still said they would make the NCAA tournament just based off their brand. Where I had some clown sit up here and say, "Oh, well, I don't like your attitude. That's like talking trash. Trash ain't talking when it's actually true. You don't like my tone, man. Get out your feelings, man. You validation seeking vampire." That's what a lot of y'all are doing. Is you're doing a lot of validation seeking. Yeah, I'm about to get on Tar Heel fans for a minute. Y'all supposed to be one of the biggest brands in this country, traditional basketball power, but you always validation seeking. Why? Why? The validation from a fan for me is when we win, I don't need to be acknowledged by ESPN. Yeah, James, I just went over that. Like he opened up with a three, and I don't know what point it was. When they went back down in the second half, they left Leaky wide open and he hit another three. Yes, yes, yes. You can't discount it either. Like Leak, I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of all the guys, Leaky is one of my favorite players because I like the way he plays defense. It's nothing flashy. But shout out Manic had a big block too. Like everybody raised their game, you know. But yes, Leaky is one of my favorite players. He surely is. He's one of favorite players. He's from North Carolina. I really rock with Leaky, man. I do. And I'm glad everybody else is starting to look for him too. And I said that a lot of that has to do with Jackie too. Have you noticed most of those title teams, they've got one guy that's just a defensive stopper? I know the 17 and the 05 team do. Pinson, Manuel, and maybe after Monday night, Leaky. Long, athletic wings that just frustrate offensive guys. Here's another thing, and I'm bouncing out because I'm just over here talking my ish because there's so much to talk about in this game. How come Banchero didn't have at least 40 points? If I'm a Duke fan, that's what I'm upset about. I would have rolled Banchero. This is supposed to be the #1 overall pick next year, and he's having a hard time beating Brady Manek. He had 20 points. Yes, he did. Banchero should have 35. Ride him. You're supposed to be going one in July. Well, you're gonna have to show it right now. I would have ruled Banchero. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's a lottery pick. Everybody's telling me how he's a bona fide lottery pick in the biggest game of his basketball career so far. Why didn't you ride him? Why not ride him? You know? At worst, he was picking up fouls on Manek. On the other end, he was winning. He was winning that battle on the offensive end. I don't get it. I don't get it. I also said earlier, to me personally, I said on the short, I don't see Mark Williams as an NBA player because he's not good in space. Can he get good? Yeah. But in the NBA, you just can't camp out in the paint. They're gonna ball screen you to death. Is which what Carolina was doing. When you have the team with the ability to do that and a stretch four, that's all he's gonna see at the next level is that. And he's not good at that right now. I said, I don't see how Mark Williams is an NBA player because his length and athleticism, somebody's gonna draft him. Somebody's gonna draft him, but I just don't see that. I just didn't see that at all with Mark Williams. My X factor before the night was I picked one on Duke and one on UNC. One was Trevor Keels, the other one was RJ Davis. Both of them delivered. They couldn't do nothing with Trevor Keels. Yes, do you see what I'm saying, Joe? You see what I'm saying? I didn't know that. Thanks for pointing that out. He didn't attempt a shot. That's I like, and he was going up against Manek and Baycott on one leg. And I'm gonna say real side note with Baycott. Baycott's playing tomorrow. He's playing tomorrow, and I think he's gonna be effective. A lot of people forgot the last title run by UNC. Joe Barry sprained both his ankles all the way through the tournament. You know, so Baycott is gonna be all right, and I believe he's gonna be effective. Double machine, man. Broke Tim Duncan's record. Get out of here, Armando. And I said he was ACC Player of the Year. Funny, no UNC fans commented on that. I said it before the award came out. I said, yo, in my opinion, Armando Baycott's ACC Player of the Year. But it went to the guy from Wake Forest. And I didn't argue about that because I understood it. He was my Player of the Year. That's called having a bold take. You say something before it comes out. And he's proved it. Even Coach K, I believe Coach K walked up to him last night and said, hey, you were the Player of the Year. I hope you're okay. He's fine. He's fine. Gonna be a little sore. But like he said, it was funny because somebody on Twitter caught it. When he went off the court and came back on, he said, F it. When he was coming back on the court, like I didn't catch it, but I looked at it on Twitter and he said, F it, when he's about to check back in. And he said, look, the greatest basketball game ever, 4 minutes left. I'm not about to watch this from the sideline. Shout out Baycott. But yeah, dude, why didn't you ride Banchero? That would have me upset. Manek had a couple plays, but Banchero was winning that matchup. He was winning the matchup against him. He was either going to score or get fouled. And you didn't do it. All summer to think it out and talk it out. But nobody thought they were going to be here. No, none of my posts, they aged just fine. They aged just fine. Because you commented on it and saying this didn't age well, you're looking for validation. I thought that was just something NC State fans did. NC State fans want validation all the time. NC State fans always want to be acknowledged when they do something good. Please acknowledge us. Please acknowledge us. Somebody look at us. Look at us, NC State. We're in North Carolina too. We're here. Somebody look at us. Please, please, please. We play in a state capital. Please. I'm an NC State fan. Please look at us. That's the same thing North Carolina, what you're doing to me is the same thing you pick on North Carolina State fans about. No, you didn't have any quad wins. Yes, you were on the bubble. Yes, you thought this team had a chance of not making it. You all believed that. You all believed that. And here they are in the title game. Nobody thought they were going to be here unless you were a big diehard. So everything I said aged just fine because I was repeating what the fan base was saying. I was repeating what y'all were saying. These weren't my opinions. I was repeating what you guys were saying, and nobody disputed it till after the Duke game. That's very convenient. Do y'all know when y'all do that, you're making JJ Redick look right? When he said that UNC fans care more about Duke than their own team, you're making what he said look right. That's the NC State fans. I thought over here we don't act like NC State fans. We just win. Let them seek validation. Yeah, it does. Like the thing about going Joseph, shout out to him. He's talking about Baycott. Yeah, ankle injuries are funny because it's very painful in the moment, and a lot of people are able to come back. It's the next day that kind of where the soreness and the swelling really sets in. And like I said, he's still going Baycott's playing. If he don't play, he'll steal somebody's ankle. You're not missing that game. The championship game, please. He's not missing that. He's not missing that at all. He was, like I said, he would steal somebody's ankle first. You know, he's not gonna miss that. Shout out to the couple of people that are in here watching me. I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate you guys taking your time out to come rock with me on a Sunday night. National title eve, North Carolina versus Kansas. How many of you think, because I don't care who you are, that game Carolina played, that had to be emotionally draining. Do they have the power to get up, muster up enough to go back out there and do that again? That's what I want to know. Do they have it in here? Because that had to be draining. And if I'm a Kansas fan or the Kansas Jayhawks, that's exactly what I wanted. Let them fight. Because I want you weakened and battered when you come in here so we can go ahead and tenderize you up out of here. We will see. We will see. But you guys, I'm about to be on here long, but yes, you did. Yeah, yes, you did, Joe. Yeah, yes, you did. You told what I thought about Carolina after the Pitt game. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And it was a meltdown. It was a meltdown over there. Trust me, it was a meltdown over there. And nobody thought you were actually honest. That's called being honest, man. Because that's how mostly everybody felt. Nobody thought this a national championship with this team going to after the Pitt loss. Please, no, after the Pitt loss, no, nobody thought. Fold up the team. Oh, we stink. Blah 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 blah. No quad one win. Hey, this didn't age well. It didn't age well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you looking for validation, sir? Because that's what you're doing. Are you acting like a State fan? Because that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're looking for validation. But you won't get validation from me. Oh, he said he felt like he was having 5 heart attacks. Oh man. Hey, look, I stepped on my daggum food running around the house. I ain't gonna lie. I ate one burger and I had a burger over there to the side. I stepped all on that thing, messed it up. I had mayonnaise and all type of shit on the bottom of my foot. It really and the less the game got, the louder and more tense it got, especially when Caleb Love went to the free throw line the first time. I like, oh man, please just get us out of here. Get us out of here, Caleb. Get us out of here. Get us out of here. Get us out of here. You know. And the funny thing about it is, and I know Duke fans hated it, but it was the right call. I think it was 18 seconds left when Trevor Kills. They thought it was going to be an and one, but it won't. It was on the floor. And I was like, I watch big NBA, and that's one of the rule changes I wish college would do. I said, if that was an NBA, that was continuation in an and one. Now, if it was it guaranteed he would make the free throw? I don't know. Don't know. Because he made the first one, and Kills missed the second one. But at the next level, that's continuation. He would have had an and one. That's very true. He would have had an and one. But he didn't. And everybody knows the result. So if you had 5 heart attacks yesterday, you probably gonna have 10 tomorrow night. I'm gonna make sure I go into work early tomorrow so I can get home and take a nap, go to sleep, and be prepared to look. I'm aged, man. These 9, 20, 10, 40 starts, man. Hot damn, man. What about me? What about my sleep? But I will be up at 9:20 tomorrow to check them out. North Carolina versus Kansas, national title game. It's your host, E. Everybody, I thank you for joining me this evening. Y'all have a great start to your week, and I'm out.